Let's step back in time. The year 1824. We just moved to the Appalachian mountain range, built our family cabin, and worked the land to create a farm. We left all we knew, our ancestors, and even some of our family in Ireland, to seek freedom and a new beginning. We lived off the land, hunted for meat, and raised cows, chickens, and pigs for meat as well, and grew everything that we needed to eat. But this particular year, there's a problem. It hasn't rained in weeks. The creek has dried up, so is the well. And our plants, they are dying. What are we to do? Appalachia, the mountains, are like no other. From its rigid terrain, beautiful wildlife, the history, to the people that live their lives here, to the strange, unexplained stories that folks share. Join me while I share this amazing place, one story at a time. Today's story is about the food and drought in Appalachia. I went outside to my garden the other day, checking it over. It was sure looking poor, with no rain in days and the hot summer sun beating down on it. Today, it's no big deal. We can run to the local grocery store and get anything and everything we would ever need to eat. If it was 1800s Appalachia, we would be in a massive panic. For back then, there was no stores. You had to grow everything you had to eat. A drought meant sure danger to the family. If the garden failed, they would surely starve. There were only a few short months to grow food for the year. In winter, food came from jars and the smokehouse. If there was a poor summer, winter would be utter devastation. One thing that they did do was prepare years ahead. During the times of plenty, Appalachian folks canned everything they could get their hands on to ensure they had something to eat during droughts and winter months. Whatever happened, they would be ready. Another way they prepared was by collecting rainwater in barrels and keeping put up for hard times. They could use the barrels of water to keep the animals watered and some plants too. To this very day, we keep 50-gallon drums of water on hand just for dry times. Our Appalachian ancestors had it rough, but they were survivors, as we are still today. Folks, I appreciate you coming out and listening about the stories of how modern times in Appalachia were different. How a simple drought today would mean utter devastation back then. Well, I appreciate you listening. I love you to pieces, and I'll see you next time.